Something has happened to Martha.
Clive. So, what'll it be? Not bad, if I do say so myself. Anything else? Does that one have blood on it?
Have we any... You look like you could do with a drink. Oh, keep your mug handy.
Well, don't just stand there gawping. And be thankful you got that much. Is that all?
Clive, is everything all right?
What do we know?
Some lads from the Imperial garrison, blood was spilled. But somewhere in the middle of it all, Martha vanished.
You think this was...
Of course it bloody was. Ever since they've strung up everyone who's ever set eyes on a runaway. And now it sounds like the bastards have turned their attentions naturally. Old Martha could see the way the wind was blowing.
And now she's fallen into the hands...
Couple of curse breakers. They should speed up the search. But if this...
Don't worry, Otto.
If you need volunteers,
Clive,
just say the word.
Sid. Cole and his men left earlier. I can have another party ready, if you deem it necessary.
Here for another of my lectures? Don't let me keep you.
Escape from the slave markets. How'd you manage that?
Some help, but it was mostly luck. The others weren't so lucky.
Charlie says I can't go and play until I finish my songs.
Well, then hurry up. Finish them. We need 3 for curling geese. Sid, what's the special occasion?
You're welcome to join us for a spell, if you think Jill won't mind.
The lawsman says I can borrow as many books as I can carry. This was all I could carry.
What happened here?
Come on. We need to find the others.
I'm sorry, Sid. We were too late. The Imperials have already left us.
I'll stay where we are for now, I reckon.
Let's get you to visit.
Sid? I trust you don't mind, and it appears...
They're saying the Imperials ascended like Martha tried to step in and calm things down.
Any idea?
Judging by their tracks,
To the Abbey.
Bargett and I will go after them.
we will. But, one of the locals heard something. I don't know how big this is, but it doesn't...
You do the same.
Cole is right. That was no tavern brawl. It was a message.
But a culling. Bearers are the property of the Empire. The garrison wouldn't have the authority to act alone. The orders would have had to have come from higher up. Look. Up ahead. Martha.
Don't worry about me. It's that...
Tell us
What happened?
the Black Shield.
The bastards caught wind. The abbot and I were helping poor souls turned on...
Then, Martha, do you think...
I think so.
Black Shields? Is this some sort of twisted joke? There has only ever been one Order of Shields in Rosaria, and they fought to defend all her citizens.
It seems a step too far, even for the Empire. Are we too late?
There might still be someone inside.
No.
Damn it.
I thought you lot were all spent.
Murderers. They drove the bearers to this.
Wait. These two aren't turned.
That bitch of an innkeeper must have sent them. Colluding with the enemies of the Empire is a serious offense.
And for their crimes shall they be punished. Such is the law. To dwell in darkness that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these our swords we swear.
How dare you speak those words? Have you no honor?
Clive.
This won't take long.
Go for it!
Get him!
Is that all of them?
I think I didn't see the abbot. He...
Found her.
The abbot.
The bearers died protecting him. Calling upon what little magic they had left in their bodies.
Clive. He's breathing.
We're friends of Martha. We're here to help.
Are the Imperials dead?
They are. Every last one.
If only that were true. The Black Shields will return. The cuttings will continue. Rosaria will never be saved unless we save her. Tell Matt to beg Sid's aid and tell her this wasn't her fault.
I shall.
Sid, where are you? Sid!
In here! We found a survivor!
Clive. He's gone.
We've laid the abbot to rest. But the bearers... they didn't need to die like that.
No, they didn't. They knew the fate that awaited them, and...
Martha said they rose from their beds.
I've gathered the bearers' remains.
There's a drawbridge not far from here. Riddick, if the abbot was still with us, he'd have taken the dust there.
I'll do it.
Of course. Cole and I will remain here and see to the Imperials.
to that portal? What am I saying? Of course it has. It's a floating eyeball.
This one. This one.
You didn't see that coming. That must be the bridge. So shall the waters cleanse thee of thy burden, and bear it out.
And now they are truly free.
I hope so.
A pyre was made. It's more than they deserve. Cole is worried about.
All right.
No one survived.
I'm sorry.
Doesn't mean I won't. Cole said you cast out. It should have been me.
How?
But I did. And the rumors started moons ago. Of black. I assumed it was all just nothing but a ghost story meant to make folk think.
And in ordinary times you would have been right. Which begs the question, my mother obviously has a hand in this.
And picking what goes on in that woman's head is a job for someone with more time on their... If those Imperials think they can come in here again... Oh, before I forget, stole us from. He asked me to tell you that.
Then we must as well.
We can't stay long.
No need. I'll be ready should the Imperials come calling.
Best off staying where we are for now, I reckon.
Try not to move.
Oi! You there! You and course you are. Now, question is, are you with
Chocobo?
You heard me right. And not just any White Heart and her flock.
Chocobos.
It's true. Well, go on then. Oh.
This isn't the first time I've seen one of these. Now, where's Gav?
Gav should be back by now.
I hear there's trouble.
Ah, Clive! Oh, I've missed that scowl.
Where's my report?
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's head? And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first?
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
Well, the two nations beat their shields. The rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor. They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the Mother Crystals. Four Mother Crystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's Breath near Ironhome. Drake's Fang in Dhalmekia. Drake's Spine in Waloed. And Drake's Tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's Fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps. There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's Breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
My uncle, Byron Rossfield.
Lord Byron Rossfield of the Seven High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities. Wait, Rossfield. And you're a Rossfield, of course.
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune, along with a handsome fleet of ships.
Well, it's settled then. What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
What are we waiting for, indeed?
And what can I do for you? Going purse weighing you down? Finished, are you?
I think it's all right to touch him.
What do you need? So, what'll it be? That it? Fine.
That broom's as ragged as goat's locks.
Won't be long now, Martel. Sid, I am...
Is everything all right?
Oh, yeah, it's just...
It's good to know there's something.
Martel's pride and joy. It was a sapling when she rescued it from the rubble, but look at it now. All our hard work's finally paying off. I took it on, you see, after she died, and now the fruit's finally ready to eat. And not only is it ready, it's actually tasty. Sweet as you like, in fact. She bred the bitter right out of it.
Impressive. And welcome news to more than a few, I'd say.
I thought this first harvest could go to the curse breakers, on account of all they do for the hideaway. You couldn't take them some, could you? Seems better them coming from you. I'm sorry, Martel. I wish I had your way with words. Won't be long now, Mom.
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
We will face it together then.
To the end.
Come on.
How far do you think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
More than likely. Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde. We visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
Mockery of justice is what it is.
Quiet, you!
Jill, look.
Rosaria must be cleansed of this. 'Twould be a pity to make example.
Of course, your lordship.
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small?
Then they must be here.
You fancy dancing a gallows jig like the miller's son?
All right, I heard you the first time.
you fancy dancing a gallows jig like the miller's son?
All right. I heard you the first time.
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. The Empire wants answers, and what the
Don't they, Chuck?
Keep your ears open, eh? You'd have to be dull as a sack of stones to think you could take on the Empire. What with their 100 full legions?
100? I heard it were 1,000.
Word is, Port Isolde's closed her gates to all but the
You seen it?
I'm sorry.
The Black Shield. At least I think there was a Black Shield.
Was this the first time they...
What do you think? Amber's the arse ending up.
If only we were. I might...
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know.
How'd you get it?
But we need to find out. Greetings, friend.
I know that.
We couldn't help noticing...
Don't you go telling... I speak for the people of this village. You are to leave Amber...
May I at least...
I don't know who you are or what brings you here. The Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But some might call it submission. But if it will... This village will...
Then we shall be on our way. These people live with a knife to... in the mistaken belief that if they...
Obedience.
Are you all right?
We still don't know who the Black Shield...
Well, whoever they are, but other than Martha, who else in... A new ally would certainly be welcome. Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
Perhaps.
This pass will take us through the mountains.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
Ever since the repository, we've seen more and more of these echoes.
What do you think is waking them? The mother crystals collapsed?
Bad idea. You're not going to like it.
Get him! This one! Over here!
More of my mother's men.
This one. This one. Get him.
Nice try.
Go for it. Second.
Blood, Clive.
And still wet.
You were told to stay in your homes.
The Black Shields.
You know who we are. And still, you would bear your steel. Why then, we owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these, our swords we swear.
Say that again. I'll show you a true shield to Get him! Tell me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you. We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. They await you.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry. something, boy. Death.
Found her.
This was my mother's doing.
But why? Why would anyone...
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Oh, Clive.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it. We should go.
Yes.
We can't leave them here like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
We're approaching Buick Bridge. Though I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosalith.
How am I to sell my wares if they won't let them know?
Passage to the provincial capital is restricted to Imperial Army personnel.
They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
You'll find no succor to the south, travellers, nor beyond the Pure.
The Lazarus. What happened to this place?
my mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better. We should start with the main gate and see where that gets us. That's the main gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
Let us pass! My children are starving!
Have mercy!
Voice-ridden dogs they are! You can't ignore us forever!
Let us in, or we'll die on your doorstep!
Better out there than in here!
No, getting us
Fuck off! Hang the chinless bastards! Those crystals belong to us all! I said, where were you, filth? Back to your sties! Cut you down where you stand! Destroy it!
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in. I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that... the Lazarus. We'll find our way into this...
If you're sure. Do you think it's safe?
as long as it is...
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for. This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Not abandoned, then.
Oi! Visitors!
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died. Huh? Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us. Founder, it really is you.
It is. So wait.
We can speak inside.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye. The foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge.
Then so do we. Make ready. This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves Shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
I suppose we owe you our thanks. At least you spared us when you could have just easily sent us to the mud. In the flesh.
Tell us then, Sir Wade.
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill, sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for This will allow us to wage battle on the... While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they...
How small exactly?
Small enough. Now that I have you and Lady Jill...
But until we arrived, that was your plan.
So Wade, the bearers from all...
Very good.
As you command.
Thank you, Sir Wade.
There is but one thing which will putting an end to the Black...
And so we shall.
What is it you require? It has been an honor.
We'll keep them from the bridge.
The blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village. We tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
I got me sideways.
Oh no.
The bastards are lucky.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
What is it now?
We bear a message for the Vicereine.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy could guard aught against the might of... Die along with your... For us area!
For us area!
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear.
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Another wyvern to fight their battles for them.
More dragons!
Worms. The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm flattered.
A noble stand, albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
Over here!
So wait!
There's no one left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
You mean finish him? Get him!
I don't see any more.
It did. We sent every last one of them. Perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. She'll move swiftly to see her.
And then it will all... I often wonder if the nation of fields rot. We battled to preserve the flame that was. Yet be that as it may, it is still... For as long as the Firebirds and her loyal subjects made...
So Wade...
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before... A sound strategy.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need...
I know. Go on now, my lord.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance. Were I to guess, my uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him, and means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue! You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Meadow in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you. You always were fond of that scene from The Saint in the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford. So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster?
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us, then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she? Once outfitted. She'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days. Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that the lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others. Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
A sea voyage this time, is it?
Typical nobles.
What's the matter? The hunt board. It's where the curse breakers post sightings of just because they can't. Right. The people of that last thing they... Perhaps I...
Back again, Lord Rock. What will it be?
The Iron Kingdom.
You'll soon be setting sail. The Mother Crystal that rise. There was a time when a true-blooded Rosarian had only to break. As you know, the Iron Kingdom rules over the islands to the west of Storm. Or rather, its church does. But this is not the pragmatic approach to state religion employed by the Holy Empire to manipulate the masses. No, the Iron Kingdom is the literal embodiment of the crystalline orthodoxy. And so, if one is to understand it, one must start there. As the name implies, the orthodoxy holds the Mother Crystal sacred. And they do not take kindly to heathens plundering the objects of their worship for the means to fill washtubs and light lamps with frivolous feats of magic. Indeed, the faithful consider ether a sinful thing, a poison no less. And to them, a dominant is an instrument of evil, albeit one they have proven only too happy to turn against their enemies. Some 80 years ago in Northern Storm, Drake's eye collapsed. Soon after, in pursuit of ether and with the Blight at their backs, the Northern Territories descended upon the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. And when the Shields of the Flame marched north to meet them, the Iron Kingdom spied an opportunity. A few short days later, the Crusaders landed on the island of Mount Drastanus, home of Drake's breath, and plucked it from the Duchy's grasp. Rosaria tried to reclaim it, of course, but to no avail. I doubt more than a handful of Duchy men have set foot on its shores in your lifetime. Nor are they like to again, under the Empire's stewardship, meaning the Iron Blood will keep their island, and with it, the foothold they need to march on mainland soil when next they spy an opportunity. The Mother Crystal is both the object of the Iron Blood's worship and their gateway to the continent, making Drastanus the holiest of holy grounds, from which the Orthodox Crusade...
My father and my grandfather had things unfolded differently at Phoenix Gate.
But instead, they sent their fleet against Rosaria. I'd say you'd be forgiven.
But not much else to do here. Let's see if Jill's ready.
It will be over soon.
You ready?
I think so.
Jill, you weren't talking about destroying...
No. I spoke of it's what I need to do to put the past behind, and I know that I can do it.
Always.
And I'll be beside you, too. All while sitting...
We'll make him... I didn't take you for a scholarly van.
Oh, this? Wait. I borrowed it from old tomes. Seems... Oh, where's your sense of adventure, Sid? Honestly, from spit roasts to sweetmeat.
If it's my...
Well, I'm no hunter, but you're made of sterner stuff.
Maeve over there's the best thing to happen to the hideaway since,
Back, are ya? Not saying Fordian, do you? And?
Is it business? Or... Is that all?
Useful trick. Freezing and thawing the spray to make mist. How did you learn to use your powers like this?
The Masters made me do it. When the Crusaders took to the seas, to keep the fleet's movements from prying eyes. I'm fine.
No, you're not.
This may be the only chance I get to go back. My only chance to put things right. I have to do this. Whatever the cost.
All right.
There she is. The Iron Kingdom's Mother Crystal.
Drake's breath. Strong currents, sharp rocks, and ether floods. Let's not forget them. This island is a natural fortress.
But safety breeds complacency, allowing a single rowing boat to slip in unseen. The sanctuary is inside the mountain. If we follow the old trail, we should be able to enter by the back gate.
All right. Let's go. I always imagined when I came